Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Brad.
We're two middle school band directors.
And you're listening to
Nintendo Directors.
Hello! Welcome to Nintendo Directors Podcast, episode 3012. I'm Mark Lego, and
Brad Byer right here.
we're two band directors. We play video games.
And we like to talk about them.
We do. I think we might talk about them more than we play them these days.
Probably.
Well, at least right now. But
Almost certainly.
yeah. I have my Switch with me during this episode, which means I'm going to be very dialed in on what we're talking about with you, the listener. But this is a Facebook and Twitter live episode, and if you are listening to this, you might be a part of this episode forever.
Wow.
But today's date is January 13th. It's a Saturday that we're recording this, and we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct that just happened. They had a mini Direct, and we are Nintendo Directors. Once again, Nintendo, we allowed them to use the name Nintendo Direct,
Yep.
for their news distribution. They stole it from us, but
Basically, yep.
Go ahead, Nintendo. That's all right. Well, we get paid very handsomely from them for this. So, anyways,
Definitely.
we are.
So the things we have to talk about today
Go right ahead.
include, of course, the recent. Sorry, we're trying to finalize all these things. All of the. They actually had a Nintendo Direct, a literal Nintendo Direct, and so it was Nintendo Direct Mini, okay, but there's still plenty to talk about and plenty to kind of think about for the future. So there's that. There's some other stories too. Most of them are just about how ridiculously well everything Switch related is selling. Games, the system itself, just going bonkers, just totally.
It's insane. I thought I saw something that said that it was had surpassed or equaled PlayStation 2 year one sales in Japan.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get into all this.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So
most of them. Oh, hey, there we are. Very
yeah.
good.
Yeah, we've got somebody already watching. Hi, Jesse. Feel free to talk to us. You can be a part of this episode. But
very cool.
Anyways, yeah, we've got a lot of news. We've got to talk about what we've been playing lately and what's ahead for this year, because there's a lot.
Yeah, we got plenty of things to kind of look into. Yeah, really,
so
lots of reviews and soundtracks and all kinds of cool stuff. So let's go ahead and
into the news.
Into the news for sure. The first story this week comes from Nintendo Everything, and it is basically, it's been reported by basically everyone essentially, but this is where we found it. Essentially, this is the big news that was predicted potentially, but the Switch is officially the fastest selling console in the United States ever.
There's only a couple consoles in that competition, so
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
It's pretty intense.
That's
it's pretty
awesome.
It
beat the Virtual Boy.
That's right. Just
Man.
came out of nowhere and just really finally.
The Wonder Swan, even. Wow, that's
Right.
All right.
So this does actually put it. I think you said, like you said, above the PlayStation 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, and this is 10 months in. This is not even the full year yet, and so, man, I mean, what else can you say that hasn't been said at this point? Like, the Switch is just killing it, and has been. It's the one of those great comeback stories from forever.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was writing off Nintendo. Which is, it's tradition. Nintendo launches a console, people will say that it's not going to do well, and then the Wii U actually didn't do well.
Right. Yeah.
Unfortunate, because it had some amazing games, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So everyone was kind of predicting the Switch's demise, Nintendo's demise. At least a number of people were, and the Switch is just knocking it out of the ballpark, like out of the ballpark across the continent.
Right.
I mean, like Dusty's Diamonds All-Star Softball
right.
out of the ballpark over the school.
Ooh.
Like a major home run so
Very
far.
cool.
So back to cool. Dusty Diamonds.
Yeah. That is the game that keeps on giving.
It is.
Great. So it's let's see, what's the specifics of it? It's over 4.8 million units sold. I want to say, yeah. Well, that doesn't seem right, because they've been over 10 million. What was the number there?
I thought it was over 10 million worldwide.
Right, it was 10 million worldwide. Let's see. According to the company's own internal sales figures, Since launching about 10 months ago, the console has sold over 4.8 million units in the United States. Okay, this means that it is now the fastest-selling home gaming system of all time in the country. Previous record holder was the Wii, which sold over 4 million units during that same time frame.
I know we already said it was the fastest, but to say that it beat the Wii when that was like the Wii fever, like was
you just couldn't find one.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And now they were readily available basically almost through the Christmas season.
Wii's?
The Switch. Yeah. The Switch was, after that, 6 months or so of being very hard to find.
Yep.
They were pretty much readily available during the holiday season, and they still just kept selling.
Yeah, it's awesome. It seems like every time I was at the store, I would see at least one, which made me think maybe things were slowing down a little bit, but they've just been ramping up production to meet demand, which kudos, Nintendo. Yeah. Well done.
Well, and I had this distinct memory of, when I bought my Wii U, I got it day one because I'm a nerd, and I remember like a couple of days, maybe a week or two later, I was just in a Walmart or something, and there were Wii U's just like hanging out. I was like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
But but they must be still selling. They had sold out totally at launch, so we're good.
Right. This system will have legs. Oh.
Oh, poor Wii U.
I love the Wii U. I really do. There were some amazing games, but
really great stuff.
I like the Switch better.
I agreed. Yep. Switch is the best. And it the thing I love about it is just that people who have been so. Oh, hey Jesse. Greetings. Jesse Weldyke of Nintendo Dads is watching us. It's great. Sorry. So like they had, what was it? Lost my train of thought.
We can move on to the next
we'll move on. It'll come back to me, or it won't, because I'm an old man. Okay, so let's go on to the next article. This is via IGN, and okay, so this is kind of a follow-up article, and we kind of mentioned it in the last one, I guess, but it basically was just stating that the Switch had beaten the Wii in terms of the Wii U. Excuse me, the Wii U in terms of lifetime sales in Japan.
That's amazing.
So every Wii U that's been sold in Japan up until now has now been eclipsed by the Switch.
That's
totality.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Wii U. I love you.
Okay, so the thing about Japan is, the mobile market is just huge, enormous there, right?
Right.
And so that is in general why mainline consoles don't sell as well. Like home consoles, excuse me. So it even surprises me a little bit that the Switch is doing so well there too.
But it scratches both of those itches, you know?
It does, but it's still, it's like you got to commit to it. It's not just on the phone you can throw in your pocket, and but yeah, it's pretty cool that they really have.
It's awesome.
Just gone gangbusters there, which is very, very cool.
The next bit here.
This was a little predated.
Yep. Which we were going to have some predictions about the Direct, but
predict something that's going to happen on the Direct.
I'm going to say they're going to announce a few remakes.
Oh.
And actually a lot of remakes.
Okay.
But they will all be greeted warmly by people.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, I think that, and there could be a surprise third-party game or two in there. Should be fun.
So we should talk about the Direct right now, though.
Yes, because it happened.
It happened.
It happened.
And
okay, but wait. First, let's talk about the lead up to this. Because did you see all the hilarious hype?
I did.
Okay, so like the Nintendo fans being Nintendo fans. We all went nuts over the tiniest little things. It's been heavily rumored that there would be a January Direct. Right. And again, there were just all these rumors about it was going to be on January 11th, and there was going to be this, and this game, and all these different things. And people started hypothesizing that this was going to be a big monster of a Direct that was going to be setting us up for all of 2018 and all this stuff. And so, but all this time we was going along, and we heard nothing, and we heard nothing and nothing and nothing, and people were just kind of ravenous to get any information about this. Like, are they going to announce it? Are they going to, usually they tell us a couple of days ahead of time. What's going to happen? Are they going to say anything? And turns out they weren't. But they did kind of troll people a little bit. They posted this tweet of the Chibi Robo just like engulfed in flames, which I don't know what the heck that was about, but
I didn't see that. That's awesome.
it was a pretty. And then Nintendo America, I think, also did a Twitter thing of the Talkatoo in Mario Odyssey.
Yep.
He's like, I know the secret you're looking for. But I'm not going to tell you, or something like that.
That's great.
So after all that, they didn't give us any advance notice of it, and they just dropped this direct at like 6 a.m. Well, Pacific time.
Yeah.
And it was just a video. It wasn't like a live stream event or anything. You could just like scroll straight through it, go to the end, whatever you wanted to do.
No Reggie.
Right? No Reggie. No Bill Trin or anything.
Yep.
I'm just realizing. Hang on a second. It looks like our Twitter picture is a little bit maybe cut off there. Unless that's just my screen.
I think that's the screen.
Is that my screen?
Facebook, by the way, Facebook, if you're watching, sorry about this. It looks like we're having some interruptions on the signal.
Okay,
but whatever. You can always download this later. So
yeah.
But
there you go. Hopefully we'll have some. Yeah, I live in a house with two other guys, and it's basically like a Best Buy in here. So there's so many pieces of Wi-Fi tech equipment and stuff. It's a little bit nuts. Anyway, so the Direct finally does happen.
Yeah, let's talk on the highlights of it.
It's called specifically a Nintendo Direct Mini. Mini. Yes. And so this is pretty significant. Obviously, it was not sort of the blow the roof off the place, but it was fun and it was significant, and there was some cool stuff. So let's go through the highlights. Probably the biggest thing, there one more thing at the end. The mystery game was
zoom in on a campfire.
That's right, a campfire, and it's Dark Souls remastered, my friends.
Right.
What do you know about Dark Souls?
I know that it's insanely difficult.
This is true.
I also know that a fairly well-known Twitch streamer I did a cover of the Fat Chocobo theme from Final Fantasy IV. And I did it on tuba, and I put it on YouTube maybe 5 years ago. And I know that a well-known Twitch streamer used my music from that in one of his videos. And that's about it.
How does that relate to Dark Souls?
I watched the video, and he like baited like a couple of like really large enemies into one room, and then had the Fat Chocobo theme playing the tuba. But that is the extent of what I know about Dark Souls. So I'm really excited for this because I imagine I will try this out now. So
Oh yeah, so Dark Souls, and granted I had not played it myself, not really my kind of game. Not only because it's hard, but just I don't know, the aesthetic's kind of weird, and but I know that it's very beloved among lots of people, and it's just really really cool that the people that have been going nuts for it can now take it on the go. Because people they just really like. So for some people, that's like their favorite game like ever.
Yeah.
In fact, I've even seen it on like video game magazines lists, like within the top 10 of like the best games ever.
It's a trilogy, isn't it? Cause
it is a trilogy.
I thought I saw a rumor now that 2 and 3 will be coming to the Switch as well, possibly even this year.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I saw that on Nintendo
but
today.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. So
yeah, if you are a Dark Souls fan, hey, and obviously it is remastered, so there's going to be some updated textures and things, and there's going to be, excuse me, probably some small new features here and there. But yeah, if you're into that, great. Next on the list, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition.
I don't know why I need to play it again, but I'm probably going to get it again. My wife and I played a ton of this game. I think we logged, I looked at it, it was like over 110 hours in Hyrule Warriors, which I guess isn't like a bonkers amount, but it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. And like that was all done like after the kids had gone to sleep, and it'd be like, let's play an hour, which would sometimes stretch into like 2 or 2.5, and then we'd both be exhausted the next day. But we played quite a bit of Hyrule Warriors, and that game it's just fun. It's just pick a character, go do amazing looking moves on a bunch of enemies that are standing still for you, and like it's fun. It's just So I'm excited for that. Are you going to be getting that? Do you think?
I don't think so. No,
Did you get it on Wii U?
No, I did. It's not really. I don't mean to be down on a lot of games in a row, but
Sure.
but man, especially because I think it's maybe just because it's Zelda, especially.
Sure.
Like, I hold that series so near and dear to my heart, and Zelda means something very special to me. It's like when released Link's crossbow training.
That was actually really fun.
Was it?
That was surprisingly fun. I thought that it was. I actually, my brother got that for me for Christmas the first year the Wii was out.
Okay.
And I honestly, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be any good. I didn't touch it for 2 years, and I finally played it, and I was like, okay, this isn't a Zelda game, but this is really fun.
I think I played it once for like 5 minutes at a friend's house, and I was just like, oh, okay. I guess this is okay.
I liked it.
Good. But so either way, I'm happy for because there are people who just really like this game, and
The Dynasty Warriors
they went
games,
crazy
yeah.
for the Fire Emblem Warriors too.
Yep.
So it must be selling well if they number one chose to do the Fire Emblem thing too, and
Right.
and then they put it on 3DS, and now they're bringing it to Switch. Like,
You know what game it reminds me of? The Dinosaur Warriors series is the Lord of the Rings games that were out on the GameCube.
oh yeah.
And that my wife and I played that a bunch when we were newlywed, and like what we liked about it is you could do all of these amazing combos, but once you like unlocked, got up to like level 9, I think it was where you maxed out, or maybe 10. You unlocked with Strider, with Aragorn, you got the best ability was just press A like 6 times in a row. And then you're just looking like an unstoppable force on the field of battle by just pressing A. And so I would level up. We leveled up Aragorn, and then my wife was like, because she was new to video games pretty much at that point.
Yeah.
So she's like, if all I have to do is press one button, I can like mow down a bunch of orcs. And then I just leveled up the rest of the characters while she just played as Aragorn the whole time.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But it's kind of the same feel. Like I get the same. We got the same kind of enjoyment out of playing Hyrule Warriors. So, anyways,
Cool. It's coming to the Switch. You can do it mobile now.
Yep.
It's great. The next port, if you will, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I gotta say, this one surprised me a bit.
yeah.
But again, it's another underserved game on the Wii U that has a great large following. Did you ever play this one?
I own it. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Got about a third of the way through it, and
I was gonna say, it's pretty hard, isn't it?
it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. But it's an incredibly well designed game. Everything, the things when you die in that game, you never feel like it's the game. Like you always, it's just like I messed up. Like
Yeah.
it's hard, but it's like it just demands that you're good. You know.
I hear that the bosses are pretty intense.
The
Like
ones
they're
that
really
I
long or something.
Yeah, yep. The ones that I fought were tough. Again, I got like a third of the way through the game. That's one of those that I keep meaning to go back to. But maybe I won't need to go back to it now. Maybe I'll just play it on my Switch. So
Yeah.
but
And they have added a new character to that. That is Funky Kong.
that's right. I saw that. Yeah.
Basically, this might be a good, because it's kind of the Nintendo's way, as they often do, of making games more accessible. Mm-hmm. And so he can do like infinite jumps, or what do they call them, spins, or I don't know.
As long
Just
as
like-
he's as annoying when you play that as he is in Mario Kart Wii, then I'm all about it.
Right.
Because that was the whole reason to play Mario Kart Wii
Right.
online, was to be Funky Kong.
There you go.
Just annoy everyone.
There
But
you go.
next, we have
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey, Luigi's Balloon World. Which why don't you go off on
So-
this one? Yeah,
You may know that I'm a fan of this game. That I've played a lot of it.
it's not very good, but
It's just it's average, but I played it just to give it its due.
Right.
I have 999 moons.
you really gave it its fair.
That's right. I gave it. Really believe in giving the.
Yeah, I mean the
true-
developers put time into it,
Yeah,
so
I
you
know,
should
so
put time into
I
it.
should
It's
put
just
all the time into
common
it. yes.
courtesy.
No, it's awesome, and so what this is essentially, first of all, you got Luigi in there, which
And Yoshi.
sure, right, and Yoshi's there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all there. All the whole party is there. Whole gangs. I think whole gangs there. And the Balloon World Challenge thing is divided into two parts. Essentially, you go into a random world. They showed footage of like New Donk City, the Metro Canyon, whatever, and you.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about this.
Right, and you hide a balloon. You hide balloons in the city.
Such a simple idea.
You just hide them in crazy places, and of course, I'm sure people will just go absolutely nuts with that.
Yep.
And then the second part of it is you try to find balloons that other people have hidden. And so I'm already picturing a few spots in that level specifically that I'm just gonna that we'll have a lot of fun with that. And then I'm sure that it's, I'll be able to find like no balloons for anyone else because they're gonna find the most obscure places, or they'll some crazy, because you only get a certain amount of time, right? So some crazy
30 seconds.
Some crazy speed runner is just gonna get to a place that I'm never gonna be able to get to in that.
And they'll put it in a place where you can see it.
Right.
Like when you spawn, you're like, I can get to that. I'm not gonna get to that. I didn't find any balloons. Like, I'm excited for that a lot. That seems like a really cool, fun, competitive way to play the game. And I'll probably drop a few balloons like right at the spawn point, just for like.
Is this real?
Yeah. Cool.
Right.
But yeah, that part of it looks really fun. So
and that's really it. But it's like.
Yep.
But and they're throwing a couple costumes in there too.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. The knight.
Right. Yeah.
Mario in knight armor.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I will definitely be playing. I don't think it comes out until like February. But I will definitely be checking this out because it's more Mario and there's
more Mario. You say? What about Mario Tennis Aces?
More Mario. More Mario Tennis. Okay, so how much Mario Tennis have you played?
I rented Mario Tennis on the Wii U from the library within this last year.
Okay, that's it?
That's it.
All right. So my experience with Mario Tennis goes back to the N64.
Okay.
And that game is actually fantastic. The original, well, it's not the original Mario Tennis, but, or is it?
I think it is.
Is it? I know there was a Game Boy Advance one, I think, but...
Might have been around the same time.
I don't remember exactly. That one's actually really great. Actually pretty difficult. But yeah, the mechanics are super, super solid. And they weren't too, like, over the top with, the super moves you could do and stuff. Which is somewhat a hallmark of the Mario Sports series, but they were within reason, too.
Sure.
I didn't play the Wii U one. I think, was there one on the Wii? Probably.
I would assume so.
I don't know. Anyway. I didn't play it if it is.
There was on the DS.
I didn't play the one on the Wii U either because I heard it got just terrible reviews. Like it was like IGN gave it like a 4.5 or something.
I'll just say I was really happy I rented it.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Take that for what it's
so
worth.
hopefully they've learned a few things from that. It does sound like they're adding a story mode, like an adventure or a single player campaign of sorts. And this is not brand new. I think they did this on the Game Boy one as well. But it's a cool idea. There's more challenges and mini games and tasks and things to do along the way. I'm assuming there's going to be a series of cups you can go through. But if it sticks to the classic formula of the old kind of N64, just keeping it simple, occasionally a super move would be cool, but not being too over the top with it. Yeah, no pun intended there. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll play. I'll play it. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if there's a demo, like I'll give it a go.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
That would be a very good idea.
Yeah.
So
Mario Tennis Aces, that's a thing. Next,
more Donkey Kong.
More Donkey Kong's getting all the love today. In Mario Kingdom Rabbids, there is DLC for the for Mario plus Rabbids, and it's basically Donkey Kong. He becomes a character there. And
did you pay attention to like what he does in the trailer? Like I'm interested if he's going to be more of a ranged attacker because he did like the banana boomerang.
Yeah.
Where you think like he's going to be brute force, and I wonder if they're going to like just totally throw that on its head and be like, nope, Donkey Kong is a ranged attacker.
Well, and I don't remember specifically what the video was doing either, but I want to say he like threw somebody really far.
Yep.
So that brute strength is there, but he just like threw them super
in the
far.
form of range.
Right.
Yep.
And I'm assuming this is. I guess I should have looked at it more closely. I don't know if it's just like a new character to play the game with, or if there's all new levels that are going to be associated with that.
Either. Yeah.
So, yes, sorry about that. Next time.
On the next episode.
That's right. We'll
to be continued, right?
Yeah. So that. So moving right along here. So we got the DLC for Mario Rabbids Payday 2, which we already knew was coming to Switch.
Right.
This is the bank heist game. Basically, if you wanted to live your fantasy of the opening of The Dark Knight, this is that. You get all complete with clown masks and everything. And so apparently there's going to be a Switch exclusive character for this game. So I have never played either of these games myself. Obviously, they're pretty multiplayer heavy, online multiplayer heavy.
What would you think if it was Mario?
I
or
don't
Toad.
know. It would be really strange. Well, yeah, because they would be like a foot tall compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
All these humans running around stealing stuff from the bank, and then Mario comes and...
That would be awesome. And so wrong.
Right?
Yeah.
Very good. So, if you're into that, go for it.
Pokken. Tournament news.
Is it Pokken or Pokken?
Pokken?
I don't know.
Pokken? Pokken?
Poke.
I've never played this game before in my life, so I know it's popular among some people. Have you ever played it?
That's the story of today. I've never played it either, no.
Cool, so there'll be new fighters. Next?
Yep.
No.
That's about it. Yeah.
I honestly didn't pay attention to that part of it. I was like, and next.
Right,
I skipped
right.
ahead, so
For real.
I can't talk about it. Can you?
Nope.
Next! All right.
Enjoy if
Yes.
that's your thing.
Yep.
Enjoy.
And feel free to scold us in the comments right
That's
now.
right.
If, that is your thing.
Yeah, we could use a few more people chiming in. I know we're getting close to dinner hour here, but that's okay. Kirby is back.
Kirby.
The game you didn't expect.
Yeah.
I'm joking. That was bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many Kirby games have there been just in the last 5 years?
Oh, man. Are we counting the 25th or was it the 20th anniversary
Sure.
game as well?
Why not?
Then lots. But plenty. There have been a lot of games.
Yeah.
And
Mixed quality.
yeah. Epic Yarn was amazing, which I was going to say, preview, that will be a soundtrack review coming up in a couple, either next episode or the episode after. So that had an amazing soundtrack. But yeah, another Kirby game. And this one actually looks like it looks like it'll be better than the claymation rolling one from the Wii U.
Oh, right.
What was that called? Rainbow Curse or something?
I think so, yeah.
That one did not appeal to me because I
didn't play it.
It was you drew where you wanted to go, and have Kirby roll along that rainbow rope, which that was my least favorite part of Kirby's Epic Yarn was drawing the train tracks on the screen with the Wiimote. It'd obviously be a little more accurate with a stylus. But that was my least favorite part of the game. They're like, let's make a whole game out of this. Let's make sure Mark doesn't play this one.
Right. Well, that was based on the concept of Yoshi's Touch and Go.
Yeah,
the DS. And
that's right.
apparently that one was actually pretty good.
Sure.
From what I heard, but yeah. Kirby just makes games worse, apparently.
Hey, in Smash Bros.,
oh, yeah.
I totally agree, and that's why I play with Kirby all the time, because I just love hoovering people in and jumping off the edge. That's all I do.
And the brick.
Yeah, yep. Oh, yeah.
Spam the brick.
Kirby is... I'm really good at being second place in a large match on Smash with Kirby, because you just hover a bunch above the scrum and drop on people. Until, but once it's down to one-on-one and you can't do that, I get just torched. But anyways, yeah, so Kirby Star Allies, what was the release date on that?
I don't know. Oh, I wrote release date, and I didn't.
Release date sometime in 2018.
That's right. I think it's pretty soon. Yeah.
Did I
maybe
say
May? That sounds right. That sounds right.
But yeah, I'll give it a go.
But it's co-op though.
Yep.
So that's a new thing for Kirby, I think. You
Yeah.
can combine attacks, combine powers, that you pick up, and it seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm geeked about it. So
Yeez.
Yeez.
Wise. I like yeez. Wise. Why?
Yeez.
Yeez.
It's like
The eighth one.
Yes, the eighth use. It's yes without an
It needs
E.
a new name.
It does. It's just a name that really, yeah. It screams, pick me up and play me.
Right?
Why?
Why?
Hey, we're knocking the game, and I've never played one, and I know that they're beloved by their fans. So
I mean, there's 8 of them.
there's 8 of them. Yeah,
there's probably 9 in the works.
Yeah. Yep. It's Final
It's an RPG
Fantasy.
series.
Yeah.
So, it released on Vita and on PlayStation 4.
Do people have Vitas?
I think they still exist.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know. They made it for it.
Yeah.
Why though?
But why? For games like, actually, I think RPGs are a pretty big draw on the Vita for sure, having that portability factor. But now that it's on Switch, it's just
why?
I'm
Actually,
sure that joke has never been done.
I know
Yes.
that's true. And
we are so original.
We've beaten that into the ground now, so. But I can't really say much about it other than if I had more time, I would probably play it.
probably.
RPGs demand a lot of time, and I love RPGs, but I have time for maybe one a year if I'm lucky. So
why not? We go on.
why don't we? Yes. So let's go on to the next one, which is this is made by Square Enix. The World Ends With You, the final remix until the next one comes out.
Although I don't think they actually. Wait, there was a sequel to this game, right? I think
maybe there was. I know it came. It was a
say it's
DS
something with
game
nines.
10 years ago.
Or maybe that was just the same developer. I don't remember. Anyway, this was very well received on the DS.
One of the highest rated games on the DS, and one of the outside of the price point of it on iOS, it does really well on mobile devices.
How much
as well.
is it?
I think it's like $17 or $19, and which is fair for video game pricing, but people on smartphones are like, why isn't it free? Just give me a game for free, I'll pay for stuff later. And that's why that market is terrible.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get pay to win. Anyways, okay, moving on.
Real bad.
But yeah, so I might actually get this. I've never played it. Have you played it?
Nope.
I've heard amazing things.
I saw those reviews when I first got my 3DS. I think I went back and looked at like the top 25 games on IGN or something for the DS.
Yep.
And I saw this game. It might have been like one of the top 3 rated games on there or something.
Sure.
And I was like, "What is this? Like, it looks so bizarre and so weird." And it's like it's kind of an anime style.
Yep.
Art style, but it's an RPG and
And it's kind of rhythm based, isn't it?
yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah. Like the battle system is very rhythm based.
Yep.
But to be honest, most of there was another highly rated game on there, Elite Beat Agents.
I loved that game.
Really? Okay.
I loved it.
So I love the concept of it. But I couldn't stand. I bought it.
It
and
was
I couldn't
so
stand
cheesy.
the music. I like the cheesiness factor.
Okay.
I could not stand the music.
Really? Okay.
And so
that Christmas episode, if that didn't make you cry, you don't have a soul. Like it's got Chicago playing, pulling at your heartstrings, and then trying to. Yeah, oh man, the dad with the ghost hug at the end. It's just like, oh man,
right.
I love you, Elite Beat Agents. that game, man, Elite Beat Agents. Anyways, The World Ends With You. My only fear is it will feel dated at this point, but hopefully they've polished it up and
it'll probably look really nice on that screen.
Yeah, I imagine so. So I'm excited for it. I will get it. So
yeah, that's cool. All right,
this next one I'm really excited.
We're powering through these. Faye.
I had no idea about this. This totally came out of left field for me. I don't know if you were aware of its existence before. I was not.
Oh, it's been at a couple of E3s, I think.
Okay,
pretty small,
sure.
showing, but. So you hadn't heard of this at all? That's
hadn't,
interesting.
and I don't know how I missed it, but it looks really cool.
Oh yeah,
it looks really cool, and the fact that it's like.
So if you're not familiar, from what we can glean anyway, it's a very artistic, stylistic,
dark, moody,
yeah. It actually reminds me, it's 3D platforming. You're like, what are you, like a little fox? Thing. Yeah, it's kind of, and then what comes to mind every time I see it is, remember in Skyward Sword, those awful sections where you had to like avoid the evil guardian guys, and
what were those called?
They're like, I don't know, demon something or whatever. And so it was like this very, not monochrome, but just like Twilight-ish, like the whole art style kind of changed a little bit. It was very creepy, and you had to sneak around, and avoid getting hit by these things. And the art style reminds me a little bit of that. Okay. But or at least the tone of it.
Okay, I like that it's gonna they made it sound like it's gonna heavily feature the HD rumble, which I want more to be done with that, because I think that can be a cool feature. And then like it's harmonically based in some way. I can't remember what they said. But yeah, the look of it is very cool, and it depends on the age level of it. I got to look into that, but if it's appropriate for a 6-year-old kid, I'm really looking forward to playing that with my daughter. So
yeah, that's sweet.
Yep.
I think we're up to 3,003 viewers.
We have 3,003 viewers. That's awesome.
Wow,
we're almost matching the episode we're on.
But. Feel free to chime in with any comments or thoughts you have on the stuff that we're going through here. It's great.
And tell us how we're not doing a good job either. That's fine.
That's right.
It's totally fine.
But tell us how we're doing fantastically too.
Because we are.
Because we are. Absolutely. Hey, we got to switch up here. At least that should grab your attention, right?
Actually, we really do have a switch right here. So
all right.
I'll just start playing it. But
except it's.
I'll power it on.
Okay, and the last major kind of thing from the Direct Mini was a game called Celeste.
Yeah.
I don't know much. I had never seen
That
this
was
one before.
that was the 2D Breath of the Wild essentially, right? Like it's stamina based climbing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and so it looks
remember
cool. And then it's got the wall jumping back and forth, which debuted back with Strider or
that's
Ninja
right.
Gaiden 2, and it's been in
One
a lot of
article I
games.
read compared it to a mix between Towerfall and Super Meat Boy.
Yeah. And I would say that's a pretty apt description from what the trailer showed. Should I play again? I probably shouldn't play again.
Probably shouldn't play
Okay,
again, no.
all right, I'll put it down. But
But at least you got
Hey!
it for when you're not even
David
playing.
Marker's watching. How you doing, David?
Hey, David.
David, should I play a video game? I'll let you decide. Brad
Oh,
doesn't get
don't.
to tell me to put this away. So.
Wow. So, hey, speaking of Super Meat Boy, this last story, this is past, Direct is over, right? But this just happened. I saw a tweet today that I wanted to include in here. It's from the development team for...
Putting it in sleep mode. Sorry, go ahead.
Good. It's from the development team of Super Meat Boy, and they...
Yeah, this is insane.
they tweeted that it says Super Meat Boy. Okay, so Super Meat Boy, the original game, just released on Switch, right? And they said Super Meat Boy on Switch first day sales came shockingly close to its debut on Xbox 360 back in 2010. That's nuts.
Yes, it is. That's really insane. What does it say? No, I'm pretty excited about Super Meat Boy Forever for the Switch.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
He says,
I'm a buy.
I'm gonna buy Notch's house.
What?
You know Notch's?
No.
He's the guy who made Minecraft.
Oh.
The guy who made $2 billion
Yeah.
when they sold it to him.
That's awesome. Yeah, I by all accounts, what I've seen from the developer, the head of the creator of Meat Boy, he seems like a pretty funny guy. So that yeah. But Super Meat Boy, I love that game until the last boss is stupid.
Right.
Everything else is great though. That game's awesome.
I played the first world or so of that. I think it was on PlayStation Plus one month, and it was solid. Really, very cool.
I played it all the way through it during grad school. So
I remember that.
yeah. Were you sitting behind me during one of those sessions while I was playing?
I think I was there when you beat it because we roomed together that year. And
Yeah.
you were playing it on your PC too, which is
I was
real dumb.
Yeah.
It's just
I was,
it's
yeah,
the worst way to play it.
Yeah, it always says if you're about to play this, don't play this with a control with arrows on
Yeah.
it. You will be very stupid for doing this. I'd be like, that's all I got. And it was a French horn clinic. I'm like, I've got my French horn clinic already done, so I don't need to listen to this guy. Meat Boy.
That or Dale Underwood.
Yeah. Oh man. Let's not go there.
Let's not go there. Okay.
If you attended American Band College of Sam Houston State University, located in Ashland, Oregon, what a title! If you attended there, you know what we mean when we say Dale Underwood. Moving on, though. All right.
It's a great program, though.
It is.
Fantastic. I'm
Really
gonna go
is.
back there this summer, probably.
Nice.
Actually. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So that, my friends, is the news, and so we are gonna move on right away to what we have been playing.
Yeah. What have we been playing?
Oh, you were just looking at your Switch. So
I
you have
was. Yeah, I can actually. I'll talk about a couple things that I've been playing. One was the demo of Dragon Quest Builders, which that was announced during the Nintendo Direct Mini that the demo was available for download right then.
Question: Is Dragon Quest Builders Dragon Quest Minecraft?
It is.
Essentially.
It is.
Okay.
I don't think they try to shy away from that either.
Oh, okay.
It feels like Minecraft in a Dragon Quest world. So,
Okay.
and the music matches what I've played in the demo matches the original Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and the only thing is, graphically it looks better than Minecraft. Which isn't too hard to do.
Right.
Laying bricks isn't as easy as it is in Minecraft. You don't move as floaty as you do in Minecraft. It was made apparent to me how floaty you feel in that when I started playing this.
Okay.
That said, there is a little bit more task. It's a little more task driven than like directives from people.
Right. Is there a story?
There's a story to it, yep.
Okay.
But it's what I've played is fun. I'm looking forward to the full game, seeing how it plays. But it definitely looks like Dragon Quest Minecraft, and that's great. And
You mentioned the original Dragon Warrior. Right now, there is something called Awesome Games Done Quick going on, right? AGDQ. And I saw, first of all, I've never seen or played the original Dragon Warrior, but I saw the most amazing speedrun of that game.
Wow.
Because what they figured out was how to manipulate the RNG in that game so that they could actually go through without encountering random battles.
Wow.
And it was the most ridiculous, like, it was the most perfectly planned, like, pixel by pixel, square by square. He would walk this much, he would stop for about half a second, then keep going.
Really?
Because it was all, like, some kind of random spinning, like, you know, every 60 frames or whatever, like, you know, a battle would be good. But they figured out a way to time it just perfectly so that they could pause, go, go, and then they would not encounter battles when they didn't want to.
That's amazing.
And then because they could, like, they would just, you know, they'd get to an objective, and then they, in order to reset the RNG, they would automatically find a battle that was, like, way too high level for them, kill them, take them back to the castle, and all of a sudden they could start again.
That's fantastic.
It was insane. He finished the game in, like, an hour.
Wow. That's the thing about that game is, as a kid, I thought it was amazing. I've gone back and played it fairly recently, within the last 5 years. And it's terrible. It's a bad game. And come at me if you feel differently, but that's a bad game. It's like the only length built into that game, more so than any early RPG I've ever played. The only length is grinding. That's the only thing that gives that game any length is the grind. It's just awful. It's like so linear. It's just do this. Now go do this, but fight these slimes for the next 2 hours. And then, okay, now go do that.
Right.
Great. Fight these drakes for the next 2 hours. It's just, it's mind-numbing to play. I can't do it. But anyway, so that's Dragon Quest Builders. I also, talking about Minecraft, I did play that on Oculus Rift.
What?
My friend got Oculus Rift for Christmas, and so I was over at his place playing it. And played a couple of different.
It was released for that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
On Oculus Rift, like I played for about 2 minutes before I was like, I will be sick if I keep doing this. It's very herky jerky. Like it throws you off a lot. So it's not a smooth movement. You feel very sick. But outside of that, what else have I played? I've been working on some Mario Odyssey, a little bit of Doom, a little bit of Rocket League, but
where are you in Mario?
I just finished the without any spoilers. There's an that's a spoiler. I just finished like the haunted area, like it's a very short world. So just finished that.
That's got a cool boss.
It does. Really cool. So yeah, so that's what I've done.
All right, very cool. For me, I go ahead.
I started Breath of the Wild DLC.
Oh, fun.
5 minutes. But that's it.
But
I'm excited.
I hear it's very difficult at the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway,
okay.
Go ahead.
Very cool. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, that's what I've been playing mostly.
Nice.
Once I got back into it, man, I just got hooked. I finally went up and went onto Death Mountain proper. Went to Goron City.
The music is the original level 9.
Oh, really?
It's very like the actual Death Mountain music. It's like that's like sparse piano.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to it. It's level 9 from the original Zelda.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, I did that, and I did the Divine Beast, and got the special power up after that. And now I think I've basically explored the entire map, which is pretty cool.
How many Divine Beasts have you taken out?
3 out of 4.
All right.
So now my goal is, because I also got the special weapon.
The special one.
The special one, yes. And so now my goal is just to
wish that's what it was called. You got the special weapon.
Congratulations.
It's like totally just a space filler for them until they can figure out how to name it.
All right, the game's been out for 10 months now. It's the Master Sword.
Yeah. Yep.
Right,
Yep.
right. So, and I liked how they implemented the, it's not breakable.
Right.
But it has that like
recharge.
powering, yeah. It's fine. It's cool, and it just looks sweet.
Yep.
on your back there when you're running along. So yeah, got that, and I'm basically now I'm looking back through my map, and as I was going through it the first time, I put all these markers down. Mm-hmm. You know, here's a battle that I need to come back to because I'm not nearly strong enough to do this right now, or here's a special spot because it's like a shrine that I can't figure out yet, or I don't have something that I need from someone or whatever. And so I'm just basically going back through the whole map and trying to get that, while also I've got about 30 shrines I need to do still. I've gotten, I think, 91, 92 shrines I've done. So I'm closing in, but I don't want to start using the shrines sensor thing unless I absolutely have to. So.
All right.
So, but I think I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to finish the last Divine Beast and then get the DLC, because I'm told online if you do all the main story stuff and then without fighting Ganon, you can still do the DLC without and still feel like you are accomplishing things. Like get all that done before you go to Ganon, essentially.
I can see that.
So
I could also see like going to try to take out Ganon, like without beating any of the Divine Beasts and just like getting a few extra hearts, because it does, if you're fully powered.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's not very difficult, but
not at all. But it's still epic.
I feel like if I go fight Ganon, I'm gonna lose my motivation to keep exploring, which I still have right now. So, and I do want to get those Korok seeds, so I'll need to get the DLC at some point. Which means I need that Korok mask, so I can actually find all the. I've been over the entire map now, and I've only got 300. A little over 300 seeds.
I do not believe that there are 900. I don't believe it. I just don't, because I've been over the whole map. Although, when I got the DLC and I saw the hero's path, I realized, I guess I haven't seen the entire thing. Like
hero's path, of course, is when you open your map, it shows literally where you've walked up to 200 hours.
And you can go ahead and play it from the beginning, and it'll show your entire path play out.
Oh, really?
It's amazing.
It
takes a long time, and it'll like every time you die, it'll put a little X, and you'll hear wah wah, and like so there are times where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I died a lot. Oh yeah, I died a lot. Oh, I got really frustrated there. I remember that. Yeah. So
how does it actually work there? Where like you, what am I trying to say? So like when you activate the DLC, does it automatically take you into that beginning section of the
no.
Going for, is it you have to go someplace to activate it or something?
Quick story part with Zelda, she just talks to you,
yeah,
and then it gives you like, it'd be like new quest objective, and like,
you go find it.
Yeah, and you just go find it.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. So I like that because I don't wouldn't want to be forced into something if I'm still exploring and stuff. So
right.
Okay, so I've been playing lots of Zelda. I've been trying to finish Sonic Mania. I never actually did earlier when I was playing it before, and I got to Oil Ocean Zone, which is a great classic zone from the first, from Sonic 2, way back in the day. There's some cool twists in the new one, but I keep getting to the boss and dying a couple times, and then I had to start over at, like both acts, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm out.
Have you played Sonic Forces?
I have not. Okay. I hear it's real good though.
Real good.
What else have I played? I think that's. I mean, I've been playing some other non-Nintendo stuff. Horizon Zero Dawn. Finally got my hands on that one. And so I've been working my way a little bit through that. Actually, from a student, so it was kind of fun.
That's cool.
Loaning it to me because they had a physical version. So that I think is all I've been playing because I really haven't had it once school started up again.
Yep.
Darn school, work. Man, I hate when that takes all your time away.
It does.
I love what I do, my friends. Don't worry. All right, so that's what we've been playing.
Yeah, it's there are. How about we usually do like some type of segment at the end. Why don't we do our quick like predictions and hopes for the new year, which we kind of did a little bit last year, but now we have a little more direction with the direct that just dropped. So,
on me.
All right, so for me, and I haven't seen a confirmed date. Maybe it's out there already, but Octopath Traveler needs a release date for a new name.
Yes, and then a release date for the game itself.
Yes, so Project Octopath Traveler needs a new name and then a release date, and that's what I'm really excited for that game. And then along those same lines, I'm hoping Final Fantasy VII comes over or Final Fantasy VI. But besides that, Metroid Prime.
Do you think it's coming? 2018?
Oh man, the holiday season. The holiday season.
Oh man, they got a logo. That's what they have right now. Or at least that's what they've shown.
They didn't have much for Mario Odyssey, and then suddenly they have all of Mario Odyssey.
This is true.
So
they could have been. Yeah, I mean,
because what's the big hitter
I'm assuming
this
it's
year?
not the same team that worked on Metroid Prime Federation Force, so they could have had as much
Probably
time as
not.
they need. They still haven't officially, or have they officially revealed the developer?
I don't know.
Or is it just rumor? I feel like it's rumored that it's Bandai Namco, but they're not sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it might. It'd be awesome if it was. If it was their big fall push, you know, throw in a little Smash Brothers there too, maybe some Mario Maker.
Yeah.
They could kill it again.
That would be sweet. What about you? Any?
Gosh, in terms of, I mean, I think Smash will absolutely come in 2018 at some point. I'm still debating whether it's going to how new it's going to be.
Yeah.
I really some people are saying that it's not going to that it's going to be a totally new game. It's not going to be just a rehash. I don't believe. I'm not ready to go that far yet.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know. It just seems like it would take a lot longer to do that. So it seems more like a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe kind of situation.
When did Smash 4 release? Wasn't it? I guess it was about
2014, maybe?
Was it only 3 years
No.
ago? I think it was 4 years ago.
Well, I think it was 2014.
Okay.
I think it was. Because, yeah, that was the big game for that year.
Yeah.
And then 2015 was when they started talking about Zelda.
They released Mario Maker. And then they didn't release Zelda.
Right. And then they didn't release Zelda again. So, so yeah, I think that should come. But that's kind of a given. What else? I think there's going to be some surprises. I'll be real broad. There's going to be surprises. No, I think they're going to bring back. Well, I was going to say like a sports title or something for Mario Sports title, but they just did that. So,
yeah,
that's all I got. I didn't prepare for this at all.
I didn't either. One thing that I am going to get the next time it goes on sale is Fast Racing Remix RMX, which because I wanted to get that on the Wii U, so I will be getting that. So
okay,
awesome.
I'm
wondering if there will be an F-Zero, which I don't know why there isn't, but
well, the last couple didn't sell super well. I think that's why. And other people stepped up, right?
That's true. Fast Racing is there, so I'll get that. That'll be F-Zero for me. But yeah, I am hopeful that Metroid will be out this year, and you're putting your stamp on it, the Nintendo Director's stamp.
That's right.
On Smash.
Absolutely, it's got to come.
You would think.
Yeah. I just wonder if I'm actually gonna buy it. I can't believe I'm saying that, but
I don't know if I would.
I put so much time into it on the Wii U.
Right.
I bought the 3DS version of Smash as well.
Really?
I rarely played it.
Yeah.
I mean, it came out before the Wii U version, but I was so I was worried that if I start putting all this time into the 3DS version and unlocking things and doing that, I mean, it's gonna feel like a chore when I get to the big meaty game on that. So I almost feel like I bought it for the soundtrack, because if you bought both games, you would get the soundtrack.
Right.
So it's like, well, I mean, the soundtrack was awesome.
Yeah. Might as well get the soundtrack.
So $40 soundtrack, I guess. But it was, I had a little bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
Did a few things. So.
Yeah.
Okay, my friends. So we are coming sort of towards the end here, but we want to kind of talk about what's coming up for us in terms of in 2018, what the Nintendo Directors are going to bring to you in terms of awesome content. And we want to kind of get back to our roots a little bit more with some of the retro reviews and the soundtrack reviews. We are the Nintendo Directors. We have musical backgrounds, and we feel like we can we have a little bit of a niche with that. And so we want to show you some awesome stuff. Mark, you mentioned, what was it again? The game you were talking about doing soundtrack?
Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yeah. Some of the more prominent games we've been playing recently, but also some hidden gems, if you will. That was a Kirby joke.
Yes,
there.
It was.
Okay. It was a fun game. I enjoyed that.
It was really good.
So yeah, we definitely want to, over the next couple of episodes, dive into several soundtrack reviews, maybe some retro game reviews. Mark has another channel he does called 7 Minute Gamer, and so he occasionally checks out old retro games. Maybe we could do a revisit of those of the Dragon Warrior just to see you struggle for 7 minutes.
I will not. No, that's the thing in the 7-minute format. I've tried a couple RPGs. They do not work in a 7-minute format because it's like
you get the opening cutscene.
Expose done. How was that, people? You got to read some dialogue with me. So.
Right.
Yeah. You know what really looks awful when I do that is Atari Lynx games.
Really?
That screen. I guess it worked on an Atari Lynx, but that screen is like 10 by 10 pixels. Like, and when you put it on a bigger TV, it's just like I don't know what I'm looking at. It's really bewildering. So,
oh dear.
But anyways, yeah. So we'll be doing some more reviews, soundtrack and video games, some retro game reviews, some new game reviews. If you have any requests of anything that you would like us to review, we'd be happy to do that.
Yeah. We'll
probably be doing a few like top 5 lists and whatnot throughout the year because that was fun.
Yeah, we did our GameCube list. That was before.
Yep.
But yeah, there's plenty of other consoles to do that for. And everybody loves lists. The internet loves lists.
I love lists.
I love lists.
I click on lists all the time. That's my computer is called a list machine. I know
there you go.
It costs a lot of money to do that, but
I like
like to see lists.
So if you'd like to send us your suggestions for those things, you can contact us at the email address Nintendo Directors Podcast @gmail.com. You can find us on the Twitters at @N_Directors. Or you can find our shows on iTunes, on Google Play, Stitcher, YouTube, all the things. Well, those things anyway.
All of those things.
All of those things, yes. And so we have reached the end, I think.
Yeah.
That about
That's
it.
it, yeah.
So check back. Let's see. Well, actually, I think we'll be recording. Well, probably between next Sunday and next Wednesday or so.
Something like that.
Yeah, so okay, we got a calendar right here.
We've got the Michigan Music Conference. Let's not commit to a date because I got to see what my other work schedule's like. But
okay.
Hopefully,
well, it should be our normal
28th?
Our normal recording date would be
25th. Yeah.
That's our and not our recording date, but our posting date. We do apologize, by the way. These 2 episodes have been a day or 2 late from our normal schedule.
I think
life is just crazy. So
yeah, let's get that next one out on the 25th.
Yep, we'll find a way to
cool.
we'll get it to you. So thanks so much for watching or listening or. Those things actually.
Just those things. Not any. Not feeling.
You don't taste. Yeah, that would be.
Don't taste your device.
That's right.
You.
Or your Switch.
Or your Switch game. I did that. And you. Oh, man, it's like instant bitter all over your entire. Anyways, that's the episode. So.
All right. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
Later.